Welcome everyone to another episode of Time for BL. This is the podcast where we review movies, TV shows, novels, and comics, all in the boys love genre. Oh my god, so many things ended, and I'm getting ready to watch episode 6 of Big Dragon. It means 2 episodes left. Between Us started. Go listen to the podcast for that. Love in the Air just finished. I need to record my final thoughts on that. My Only 12% just finished. You can go to TikTok and see what I think about that last episode. I think my one TikTok clears up exactly how I feel about the episode. I think I said what I need to say. Or you can also see what I said on Twitter. Also, sometimes I wonder if my TikToks are being suppressed, because sometimes I'll have 14,000 views on a video, and I get it, it's a popular show, but the very next video after that, I only have 100 views. Does that make sense? That's what doesn't make sense. That's the part that's confusing. I'm like, am I being suppressed, or is it that I'm just choosing really popular shows to talk about on TikTok, and that's why? I don't know. Anyway, the point is, so many shows have ended or are getting ready to end, and thankfully Between Us has started. Moonlight Chicken still isn't freaking announced, it looks like. I'm still waiting to find out when that's coming out, because that is of course one of the shows I want to do an episode watch with. And what are you gonna do? But anyway, it is time for Big Dragon. It's not time for me to vent about what is going on and what I want to see next. It is time for episode 6. And I just realized I still haven't updated the playlist on YouTube, but I will. By the time this episode has uploaded, I will have updated the playlist. So yeah, let's watch some Big Dragon. Okay, so did Yai and Nine actually kiss, or was it a camera angle trick? I want to say they kissed. I'm hoping they kissed, and this is why. Let me explain. What I've noticed with a lot of BLs, well, just a lot of shows in general, they will only show the couple who are supposed to get together. They'll only show them having any intimacy, really. And I don't think that's fair. If you're going, what do you mean you don't think that's fair? Well, in real life, think about it. Sometimes you're dating multiple people and you can be affectionate to multiple people. Sometimes you're dating one person and something happens with another person. And I feel like it's only fair to actually show that kind of, progression, instead of only showing this one true love all the time. You don't need it all the time. I think showing a little bit of thing here and there would be good. With Kin Porsche, they showed Vegas kissing Porsche. Yeah, I guess it because eventually, of course, Vegas and Pete end up together, and we know Kin and Porsche were already together, sorta. So I guess they kind of did what hadn't really been done. I don't know what other show has done it, though. I can't think of any other show. A little bit of Checkout. He was just uninterested in what's his name, T, after he had taken 9. I'm gonna go ahead and start watching Big Dragon again. I have yet to skip the theme song for Big Dragon. I freaking love Spanky's voice, and Jeff Sater is a writer, is what I saw on Twitter. I'm going off of that, which it actually does kind of fit his style with the music, with a couple of songs that I've heard from him, so I can see it. It's very close to his style. Love it. Just love it. He's the new BL song king. Boy Song Pop, you better work. Okay, I was trying to wait for the scene between Mancorn and his mom to be done to kind of talk about everything all together. So we're seeing what happened right after his mom walked in on seeing him and Yai You know, kissing with the seaweed. That bite, he went in like, oh god, what's the name of that shark? Bruce from Finding Nemo. Went in on that seaweed. But yeah, we see what happened right after, where they're talking. He's thinking about moving to New York for a program, basically just trying to spend as much time away as possible so that his dad forgets the engagement, because by then hopefully Hong, you know, has moved on, and he'll get out of the engagement, or the family will be like, oh, we're waiting too long because he keeps traveling, so it's not going to work out, you know, something like that. Which I'm like, what if they were like, no, marry her now and you guys go to New York together? Like, do you not think this through? But, you know, she's explaining that he's the kind of guy who's a runner. He's a track star. He gonna run away when it gets hard. So we're learning this about him. He is not as brave as his like image would present. We also see a flashback with him and his mom, and we find out he already told his mom about Yai, and that, you know, he's found someone he really likes, and she's cool with it. She wanted to see a picture of him. She said he's really cute. So she's pro this relationship. She's for this relationship. She is on his side. He has someone to back him up against his father. And I'm like, dude, is your dad so scary that not even your mom can help you out of this? Because like a lot of cases, as long as you get your mom on side, like you don't have to worry about your dad. Is that not the case in your household? But yeah, this is just a beautiful scene here with the two of them talking, and her letting him know that she is going to accept him no matter what, and whoever he brings home no matter what. And she's okay with him not wanting an arranged marriage because it's a new year, it's a new time. Arranged marriages ain't the big thing anymore. Love this whole scene. Love everything about it. Loving the mom. Hold up. All right, so in the book, I'm gonna spoilers for the book. But in the book, they've been fighting since they were freshmen. They've just hated each other's guts from the beginning of time, from the first day they saw each other. Now, in the show, Mancorn is saying he's liked him since they were freshmen. Now, I don't know if that does come up in the book because I have not finished the book yet. So for all I know, it could have come up somewhere in there. But yo, I actually really like this. If it's a change from the book, I think it's a good change, because it's like showing why he wasn't really upset about the use of the drugs. Because he was like, oh, we getting a party started. Let's get a party started. Let's go. Even though neither of them knew what they want. But yeah, I like that. And that doesn't mean that if you like someone, if they use drugs on you, it's okay. It's not okay. If you're not okay with it, then it's not okay. If you're okay with it, then it's a party. That's how it works. Okay, so we are now back at the restaurant. Mancorn is texting Yai saying, hey, are you there alone? Can we talk? And Yai is ignoring the text. At the same time, he's talking to Nine, and he let Nine know that he is like a brother, a big brother who he cares about. And when he left, he really felt like he lost his brother. I'm just saying, the way he's pushing that brother, you can't come out of the brother sister zone. Like, I hate the whole zone talk. It's ridiculous. But if someone says, not just you're like a friend, but you're like a brother, you're like a sister, and mean it. Not say it just to kind of push the person off because you know they like you, and you're like, yeah, you like a sister, because you're scared of them actually telling you their feelings for you. I'm talking about you really are talking from your emotions and your depths, and you're like a brother to me. Once you start having those brother sister feelings, there's no changing that. It's done. And Yai was talking from his heart. I really felt like I lost my brother. 9, you are not even an option on the list. if like he ends up going out actually dating Nine, I'm gonna be like, how? Like, he told him he's like a brother. not just with words, but with feelings in it. And then the next thing, him wiping off the shoe and then wiping it back on the shoe. So the camera pans up. I was like, it's almost like that camera pan, because they're like, oh crap, that is not looking the way we thought it would look. Get that pan to his face. But I really want to see Nine. I'm really hoping what I'm about to see is Nine trying to work his way out of the brother zone, and Yai maybe being conflicted with it, because maybe it even feels simple with Nine, but it doesn't feel like completely there because he doesn't have the same passion as he does with Mancorn. I need to actually watch to see if that's what's gonna happen, because to me that sounds plausible. Like, even if he's like, okay, yeah, let me give Nine a chance, we're not little kids anymore, we're adults, so let me get to know him as a man. And he's like, it ain't there. The spark ain't there. I want to be thrown against the wall, not gently caressed. Also, is his partner in England his business partner or his life partner? I need to know. Is he in a relationship or a friendship? They were not clear. That's the problem with the use of the word partner. Can we just change it? Or you have to say business partner. You have to say the full thing. Business partner, law partner, finance partner, life partner. Like, because that ain't clear. Every time someone says, oh, this is my partner, I'm just sitting there like, okay, what kind of partner? Like, do y'all own a company? Y'all work at the same law firm? Or firm in general? What kind of partner are you? Did you give him some money to partner in his business? Clarify, please. I almost like the analogy of the shoes. Like, hey, shoes are like love. When you find the right pair, it's, it can be, you can choose one that's really pretty, or you can choose it for this, you can choose it for that. But the point is that they fit, that's basically the end of the thing. You want to make sure you choose one that fits. But then I'm such a Debbie Downer that I'm like, yeah, but they can get scuffed up. You're going to treat them badly and walking out in the rain and through mud and getting them dirty and not cleaning them. You're going to get them ripped up. Next thing you know, your shoes start tearing the way you tear your love. And you breaking hearts. That's where you gotta. Shoes are equivalent to I was gonna say if you're a sneakerhead, but not even then, because what do sneakerheads do? They collect a bunch of them, put them in cases, and never wear them. The shoe analogy doesn't work. The shoe analogy doesn't work. Okay, what does he mean by the one who makes him comfortable isn't far from him? Because he's in Thailand and he's in England, so it can't be him. You must be talking about somebody else who's not far from you that made you comfortable. Really? He was in Thailand. That is far from you. What in the world? Oh, he do be kissing him. That is a very sweet kiss, though. Eyes closed, hand around neck, pulling him in. Kiss has been reciprocated. That is definitely a top tier kiss. Is it a better than Mancorn kiss though? Is his phone on 4%? Oh, and Mancorn witnessed it, of course. But is his phone on 4%? How you got your phone to 4%? So it was a kiss. And the kiss is still going. Mancorn, your turn to cry, my sir. Your turn to go home and cry. Hold up. Oh, he brought him the dessert. Because I'm like, are you going to bring him food and he's at a restaurant? You're bringing him the dessert from the... Oh, that actually is really sweet. I'm sorry that happened to you. Take your heartbreak out. That kite is not going anywhere. That kite is on the ground. That kite is getting pulled on the ground. So are we saying that Yai and Mancorn met as kids and just ran around a courtyard with a kite that was not going anywhere? Okay, so I'm going to say something that may be controversial, but let me finish. I thought the actress playing the mom would be white, and this is why. The actor they have playing young Yai, to me, looks very mixed and could pass as like half white, and the girl as well, she could pass as half white. So I was like under the impression for some reason, because I haven't been paying attention, that for this episode, because I'm sure in previous episodes they've showed pictures of the mother or something, and I just wasn't paying that much attention. But I was like, that'd be interesting to show a half white mother if they're going to be showing these kids who are very light skinned. And then I remembered, oh yeah, this is Thailand, and they just preferred light skin on screen with a lot of things, which is sad. I wish darker Thai people got more leading roles in things and got to play the big roles as well. I think I said it before, like, ignoring the racism in Mame's writing of Tarn Type, I would have actually preferred if Type was played by a darker skinned Thai man. And the reason why is, like, one of the things the girl says is like he's her type because he's tall and dark. Dark where? Dark where? Gulf? Where is the dark? Where? When you turn off the lights, maybe. Even then. But yeah, like, I have no problem with the kids they're choosing or the actors choose or anything. But, like, even perfect example, Perth's character in My Engineer the series, his mother was played by a white actress. He was actually playing a mixed character, and he is a mixed man. And it was like, yeah, there we go. Makes sense. And I kind of sort of wish they would just either do that more, like, just show, if you're going to be hiring mostly mixed actors to play these roles, play them as mixed persons as well, if you're going to do that. Or also hire darker skinned Thai actors to play these roles, and don't just put them in the background or have them playing villains. There's a lot of villain roles, or just supporting actors. They're either supporting cast or villains. Supporting cast, villains. Like, give them some main roles too. Or they're the henchmen in Kin Porsche. But also, I guess this scene is supposed to show that they were always meant to be together, or Mankorn's been in love with him from the first day. Like, what? From the first time he saw him? Oh, in his little convertible. Is that what I'm supposed to be? He remembered him after a while? Alright, and also a question. Can Mankorn qualify for a scholarship if his parents are wealthy? Like, every country does it differently, I'm sure. In the US, it's if you're younger than 26, it goes off of your parents' finances. They do not care. Like, if you are an 18-year-old who has nothing to do with your family and you want to go to school and you want to get like financial aid to do it, you still need your parents' information. And if your parents make a certain amount, you're not going to qualify for financial aid. And if you're like, hey, well, I don't live with my parents, I have nothing to do with my parents, we're no longer talking, I want to be able to attend school. Oh well. C'est la vie. I don't know if it's changed. That's the way it was when I was in college. But I doubt it's changed, really. But yeah. So if his parents have the means to send him on programs and all that stuff, I mean, they seem to own 2 houses. So if they own 2 houses, I would see it as him not being able to qualify for the scholarship because it's supposed to go to people who actually need that help. Or is it that the scholarship is just for whoever is the best? They don't care what your family's from, you know, how much your family, if your family has the means or not. We just want to give the scholarship to the best of the best, and he's the best of the best, so he'll most likely get it. Like, how does that work? And is it a scholarship, or is it like a mistranslation for like program? Is it a scholarship or a program? What is it? in the book, he tore down the entire place. The entire bar, like the building itself, needed to be rebuilt. It wasn't just a renovation. The entire thing was ripped apart. He wanted the building gone because he didn't want the memories of what happened in there. And in this, he's just renovating the place, and it's just going to take a year, and they're going to renovate, and they're going to relaunch. Talking about Yai and Nine here. And I'm like, I was waiting, because I'm like, are they going to talk about what happened? Because it's a big deal that happened, and there needs to be a conversation to settle the situation and be like, hey, this is where we're going to move towards. We're moving towards friends. We're not going to focus on that. Something needs to be said. And yeah, Yai makes it clear. Thank you! I said it. He said to Nine, when you left, it was like losing a brother. And here again, he says, we're like siblings. It's better this way. Making it clear he doesn't see him in that way whatsoever. This is a brother to him. So it's weird. It's weird if your brother just all of a sudden starts making out with you. It's like, we need therapy. Folgers in your cup. Somebody's gonna get that reference. But yeah, therapy is required for this. We're gonna need some space. And we don't share parents, but we share parents, if you know what I mean. Makes no sense. But yeah, like that I can see being a huge deal for Yai. Like, this guy that I look up to, that is like my older brother, kissed me and is telling me he has feelings for me, basically. Like, I don't want this. And I'm sure it's also hard to tell someone you really care about, hey, our relationship stops here and I want it going no further. And for them as well, you got to respect it. If they're like, oh, well, I wanted the relationship to go further, and if it's not going to go further, I'd rather just end our relationship completely. You know what? Fine. Sucks, because I'm losing a friend that I thought was a friend, or I'm losing someone who I thought was like a brother. But that is life. But yeah, I agree with Yai in saying it's better this way, because he's made it clear how he views Nine. And I wish Nine had taken those clues, but they need it for growth. They needed to have that kiss for growth. Oh, that. So like I said, they're renovating the whole place. And the guy from the design team is talking to the two bodyguards in the sex lair. Like, right behind a painting, there's just a whole thing of sex. I'm not even a painting. What am I talking about? It's just behind a curtain. Like, pay no attention to the sex toys behind the curtain. What? He's renovating in there as well. Like, and the bed is still there. Things are just wrapped up and put in a corner. They're going to change the whole ceiling, though, so pay no attention to the toys behind the curtain. They're just for having fun with a gag ball and a leash and a whip and cuffs. I might have double checked. Also, this is nitpicking. It's completely nitpicking. But why are Park and Pung wearing white socks? Y'all didn't have black socks in the budget? White socks? White socks? With that outfit? Come on now. I'm sorry, I'm a musical theater nerd. Let's go. No one else was in the room where it happened. The room where it happened. The room where it happened. No one else. They're in the room where it happened. I just realized they're about to have that conversation in the room where it all started. Please be like the book. That scene in Yai's room. Oh no, he's not sick, so I guess that's not gonna happen. Because, if you stay out in the rain, you get sick. That trope is in the book as well. Except it's Mancorn who stays out in the rain and gets sick and has to get healed by Yai, who cooks him soup. Again, spoilers. While they're talking, Yai just keeps turning his back on Mancorn to hide his emotions, because he can't keep a straight face while facing him. He can't do it, so he has to turn his back, prepare himself, then turn on and say what he has to say. And it's just like, oh my gosh, This is frustrating. Oh my god, he gave him that thing. He lost as a child. Okay. He gave him back because he realized it was him. The necklace he had lost as a child. Of course, doing the whole we were meant for each other without saying we were meant for each other. Oh my god. He's so cute. Okay, so the second I saw the flowers and the fact that the second I saw the flowers, I was like, all right, this is about to be some drama. This is about to be something. So he's sitting there and he's asking where his sister is, and he's getting, his dad's making jokes, and the girlfriend is like inviting him to China to come spend time with her, and she's being really sweet. She's just trying to get to know him. Yeah, lets off on everybody about forgetting mom's birthday. And here's the thing, I feel for him there because remembering the birthdays of people that pass, even in my culture, is like a huge thing. Every year on my grandfather's birthday, it's like the group chat is flooded with it. On his death day as well, because we all remember his death day because we were all there. But yeah, the chat gets flooded with everything because it's such a sad thing. You've lost someone that you love so much, and you just can't imagine, going on without them. And in his case, he lost his mom. Of course, you can't imagine your life without your mom, and you trying to cope. And then on a day that was so important that maybe for every year before, the entire family always does something special for her birthday. Now your dad has a girlfriend and he's forgotten the mom's birthday. And your sister's at work and he's feeling like he's the only one who remembers mom. And I feel for him, but he's a grown man. It's like he is stuck in that child phase, probably because he lost his mom so young. He is stuck in that child phase, and to say he needs to grow out of it feels harsh because he just needs therapy. He needs therapy. Like, that is a lot to go through, and I can understand why he is frozen at this stage of life, because everyone needs their mom. No matter how old you get, you need your mom or whatever mother figure you have in your life. You find yourself needing them. I think I've told the story before of like I was in a particular situation. I needed my stepmom because my mom wasn't available, and I just called my stepmom and I just cried to her until she came and just held me, because I just needed a mother figure to be there for me. I was sick. I just called her crying, so she came and hugged me. But yeah, like, no matter how old you get, a lot of cases you just need your mom, and he needs his mom, and he hasn't moved past that phase, and he hasn't gotten most likely the love from his father to help like fill that void as much as possible, because his dad seems to be more hard on him. And his sister, she's a sister, she most likely, she lost her mom too, so she can't really do much. Like, how much can she help him? She also lost her mom. She needs that love and as well, but she was able to move on, and he has not gotten to a place where he's ready to move on. And he needs a hug. He needs a hug. His daddy need to hug him. The girlfriend shouldn't hug him. I wouldn't suggest that. He might blow up at her. Okay, so Mancorn and Najo had a conversation. Yai had a conversation with his mom at the grave site, letting her know what's been going on and how he feels. And we learned more about why he feels the way he feels and what he wants. He just wants his family to be a family again. I understand. And then Ajo and Mancorn have a conversation at a bar, I guess, where she's like, love's like this, and or what about the master's program, and are you gonna do it? And he's saying that if he gets it, he's just gonna give it up to somebody else. Whoever's the runner-up, they can take it. And I'm like, I mean, yeah, I guess, but just think about the fact that if you have a certain situation, you decide you want to take that opportunity, the college might not give you that chance again because of what you did. But you know, do you? And then we get to this restaurant. Okay, so it looks, I'm guessing from the decorations, it's supposed to be like a Chinese restaurant with the red lanterns on the outside. Not sure. And the doors. But anyway, the guy's sitting down, just staring at his food. And Mancorn's mom comes in, and she is getting ready to talk to Yai. And they pan out. So if you're in the States, I don't know about many other countries, but a lot of the countries I've been to, if you're in the hood, you're in that side of the neighborhood, and you go into a restaurant, there is, or a small corner store, anything, there is something in between the cashier or where you get your food and you. There's a partition because things go down and they need to be able to protect themselves. And yo, do it. I'm down for it. I'm like, yo, did Yai go to the bad side of the neighborhood to get some food? Hey, that's how you know the food's about to be good. You have to go to the bad side of the neighborhood to get good food. That's where the good food is. Okay? Angela Johnson did a bit about it too. A lot of comedians have. So I don't know where they are, but my hood knowledge tells me that that grill partition between the kitchen / cashier and the patrons of the restaurant, the food is fire. That's some delicious food. We need to go to that restaurant. Come on, guys. We need to go to Thailand. We need to do a big dragon walk where we go to all the restaurants they eat at. And we need to specifically find that one, because that food's about to be good. If you're in the hood, the food is good. There we go. I love how they don't even give us subtitles to show that he is turning her down for paying the food. Like, oh no, you don't need to pay for it. They don't even give us subtitles for that. You know what they do? They just show her saying, just think of me as another mother. They don't even need to tell us what he's saying. Like, you know what he said. You know he's saying you don't need to do that. We don't need to subtitle that. And I also love here where it looks like she's recognizing this necklace. She knows that Mancorn has had it. And we don't get subtitles for that either. And I'm going to be nitpicky again. The way that man is serving the food is not how you serve the food. Because he has that tray all pulled up against him as he holds his head over. I'm like, oh, there is spit, there is hair, there is sweat. Everything is falling into that plate. Put down the tray if you have to put down the tray, and then take the food off away from your face. Again, I'm nitpicking. Imagine if this is not an actor, but actually the like owner of the restaurant, who this is his little role in the show. And I'm just talking about how badly he serves the food. And imagine if he actually finds out about this or hears this, like, what did she say about the way I serve the food? She is not welcome to my restaurant. But I did say the food is fire because if there is a grill, there is a partition between the kitchen, the pay area, and the patrons. The food is fire. The dad does not look excited. Why is he singing a happy birthday song to himself? But the dad does not look excited to be there. And this isn't public domain, right? Happy birthday isn't public domain. That's why most American shows go, for she's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow. Because you can't use it. Oh. Is that a pineapple upside down cake? If it is, I do love me some pineapple upside down cakes. Oh, but also this is a dish that his mom had ordered when he was little. Oh, it's so sad. And also their moms like the same food. That is so sad. All right, you don't need to finish the woman's food now. Don't finish the woman's food now. the whole thing is just sad when you put everything into perspective. Like, he just wants a happy family. He just wants to be loved. He just wants to get the kind of care that his mom would give him. And oh, Mankor's mom is about to give him a hug. Oh, he's finally getting pats on the head and the love and the hugs that he wanted and he's needed. Like I said, he just needs a hug. Yeah, he just needs a hug. The person at the table beside just looking over as I would expect someone to look over, like, what the hell is happening? Best acting of the extras so far. The guy in the back who's just looking over like, what the hell? Awesome. Studying by memorization. Remember those days? Never want to go back to it. And also, how do you do that in public? I can't study in public. If I'm in public, I cannot focus on anything. I remember once I was like, I'm just going to read on the flight. That was a lie. I sat with that book in my lap as I looked around the cabin, looked out the window, then looked back around the cabin. And the person beside me started talking to me and I was like, oh, I should probably read the book so they think I'm and then I started looking around the cabin. Okay, so I like seeing Nine take care of Yai. I really do. You know, he's still giving him rides. He's buying him drinks. He's really taking care of him. But it also hurts because I'm like, I know that sigh that Nine let out when he walked away was like it'll never be more than this. And he still doesn't want me. And I'm still not good enough. Like some foolishness like that. Because it's like, he came back like, I met Yai again. We're gonna be so in love. I'm gonna let him know how I feel. I'm gonna put it out there. We're gonna be together. He says I am like an older brother. Okay. Like, that has to hurt at some level, but I'm glad to see that he's still trying to maintain a friendship and still be caring towards Yai. But I'm like, how does he do that without getting himself confused? Hopefully he's able to compartmentalize and understand and stop and really go, he does not want this, we are just friends. And then of course we get to Mankor now with Hong, and I'm like, are they gonna, because we haven't seen the two of them really talk about the situation, because neither of them seem to want this. And it's like, y'all need to do something, because this is happening to the both of you. You need to let your dads know you don't want this. You're not interested in each other in that way. Please stop. Okay, so in the book, Mankorn shows up at the business administration meeting. He shows up at the business administration building, surprises Yai, and invites him back to his place. And let's get it on. Let's get it on. I don't know the words to this part. Let's get it on. That's what. I can't wait to. Wait, hold up. How much episode do we have? Dang it! This is the 45-minute mark, which means there's not much episode left. Which means, dang it, I'm gonna have to wait till next week, aren't I? Oh, I'm so sad. In front of the friends, though. In front of the friends, though. In front of the. In front of the world, Mankorn is done. He is ready. Is it a kiss? Do we? Oh my God, Mankorn is ready. Oh my God. She dropped her. The popcorn. Pork, park and pong. Darn it. Oh my God, Mankorn. The bravery in that. Now, take that bravery and go talk to your daddy. Everybody stop like, yo, what just happened? The womanizers are nizing each other? Menizing each other? Oh my gosh. Are we about to get a sweet episode next week? Oh my gosh. So, yeah. Hold up. Yai is about to be the center of controversy. He is about to be fought over by Mancorn and Nine. And is Nine really fighting? Because again, Nine, you need to give up, my boy. You were brother zoned. That is next level. Friend zone is one thing. Brother zone is family. And family means you will get left behind if you keep pushing this conversation. But next week looks like, oh my gosh, I am so excited. It looks like it's about to be really sweet. Which, yes. Yes, I'm gonna make Mango work for it. Which, yes, I'm here for. But he still needs to talk to his daddy. Like Hong said, like, we just need to tell our dads it's not happening. And just, like, let them know in the conversation. We're not into each other like that. We're just friends. Or tell them, no, you don't understand. He is my brother. I am his sister. We're not into each other. Let them know y'all brother sisters owned each other. We're good there. But oh my god, I cannot wait for next week. I am so excited. We're gonna get a sweet episode. We're gonna get 100% sweet dating episode. It's like I Long Nai. Oh my god, if I Long Nai's next episode ends up being a downer, and then I gotta wait for Big Dragon to perk me up again, I'm gonna be mad, because I Long Nai has just been so sweet so far and so cute. Everything is just adorable, and I do not give me a downer episode. Keep me happy, keep the fluff. But we're not here about I Long Nai, we're here about Big Dragon. Listen, Big Dragon, killing it. I want the sweetness. I mostly want them laying on the yin yang symbol with the red cloth between them. That's mostly what I'm waiting for. But yes, Big Dragon is amazing. Great job to everyone who works on this. This episode was awesome. Cannot wait for next week. I don't know how I'm going to wait all these days, especially since I don't have my fillers anymore. I'm going to have to just rewatch all of Love in the Air to give me some space. I don't know. I'm going to have to rewatch. I can't rewatch my Only 12%. Too much crying, and two, I'm not a fan of a couple things. I'm not a fan of two certain couples. One couple I am fine with. I think they're perfect together. They should stay together forever. And that is Cake and You. That is all. And Cake's parents. They're a good couple too. But yeah, I cannot wait for next week of Big Dragon. Next week is going to be the big one. Oh my gosh. And then the final episode is probably going to have some heartbreaks and stuff until finally Mancorn talks to his father. And then the boys can have their happily ever after. Or no, you know what's gonna happen? It's gonna be all cute and fun and everything, and then what's gonna happen is Mancorn gets the scholarship and has to leave for New York. That's what's gonna happen. He's gonna have to leave for New York, and then the final episode is gonna be like 4 years later. If I'm right, someone owes me money. If I'm wrong, we'll just call it even. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode of Time4BL. I hope you have a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon, and good night. Whatever it is, wherever you are. Bye!